friends, family. They're some of the people that are worst with your dog. They'll influence your dog improperly. Some of the other people that influence your dog improperly are dog walkers. Dog walkers are horrible for your dog's behavior. They don't keep the dog at heel. They're not going to tell the dog to heel, so they're training the dog not to heel. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. If you have to use a dog walker, my suggestion is that, one, you don't use a service, because they'll send over whoever's available during the day, you know, for that day. Find one individual that's going to walk your dog and try and train them and try and make them understand that you want the dog to heel. One thing's for sure, that the dog walkers want to make money. So maybe you could make sure and tip the dog walker and tell the dog walker, I'll tip you, I'll pay you more if you keep my dog at heel. These are just the facts. Your dog responds to everything around them, including you and your family and your friends. If you have a friend that is acting inappropriate around your dog, you know, letting the dog jump up on them, they're training the dog to do something stupid too. Dog walkers are seriously some of the worst, though. They really are. They don't care. They care about money, so know that if you're dealing with the dog walker, tip them, train them as best you can. But I guarantee you, if you spent money on a board and train and you're using a dog walker, the dog walker is going to influence your dog improperly. Now, you do have the option, if you're using not a service but one dog walker and your dog was trained, you could talk to the dog trainer and have him try and train the dog walker to walk the dog at a proper heel and not to do stupid stuff like make the dog sit before, you know, when it's going in and out of doors. It sucks. I see this all the time, you know. Somebody's stuck, they need to have the dog walker because they're going to be gone too long, and then the dog walker starts interacting with the dog and just doing it in a real shitty manner, and then all of a sudden you have behavioral issues with your dog. I'm sorry, dog walkers, that's a fact, and I know that there's dog walkers that watch my shit, and I'm just, you know, maybe you're the exception to the rule. You know, I had a pet service years ago, and if I was dealing with the dog, I made it stay at heel. But when one of my employees was doing it, you don't know how many times I'd be driving around, I'd see one of the employees with a dog, and they're doing the exact opposite thing, that you can't tell people anything. It just sucks. It just sucks. I don't really have any suggestions other than like try and get the dog walker trained. That's your best bet, but I'm just telling you, nobody's gonna love your dog more than you. It's a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation, you know? You don't want the dog to be in a crate for 10 hours, of course. But you also don't want to waste the money that you spent having your dog trained. There's dog walkers that will put your dogs in harm's way too. They'll take it to dog runs. You don't ask them to do it, but they're lazy. And it's easier to take them to the dog park, you know? They have to be out with the dog for a half an hour, so they take the dog to a dog park. Make sure your dog walker is not taking your dog to the dog park, and just try the best you can to tell the dog walker, look, the dog was trained, the dog needs to stay at heel. It's fucked up. It is really fucked up. That's just how it is. Kids are terrible. By the way, if you have to use a dog walker, don't use a high school student or an 8th grader or anything like that. That's even worse. Stay away from dog walkers. They'll only influence your dog in a negative way.